Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And we look now at the offense for Indianapolis.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
The second down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. A look there at how the Raiders will start defensively. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
But they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Throwing is Manning on third down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Push him back. Push him back.
To throw from his end zone. Gannon got him in. It's Brown. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. On third down, Garner. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play in football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Here we go.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. Is only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They've come all this way, 97 yards on the drive. They'll try to run this one in. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Manning will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
On the double.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And a look here at the Colts defense. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side. I missed that. Totally missed it.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, it's Garner. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Looking to throw. Gannon, man open, Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now again, right side, Garner. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
18 Gator. Get it. Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Garner. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Gannon looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Garner. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down, Gannon. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. That'll be caught by Rice. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Looks forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and he dialed up the pressure and got to him.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. On 1st down, Manning. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throw left side complete. That's Harrison. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
60 outlaw.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Mike 58 right there. Hey, tighten down.
From the gun, it's Manning. Over the middle, complete. It's Harrison. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
18 Gator.
58, come on. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Ready?
Manning now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
60 or.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Gannon. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
60 Pittsburgh.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Go.
The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at the 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Gannon. And will be brought down by the Colts.
Come on, Lon. We better not.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing?
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, Gannon. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Got his man. It's Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
30 base.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gannon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make our score 9-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Single.
From the gun on third down, Manning. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
We'll start with a rematch of one of the more compelling playoff games of all time, the Kellen Winslow game. This time, it's the Los Angeles Chargers heading down to take on Miami. And it's the Dolphins who have the lead in that one. The Dolphins trying to avoid an 0-3 start, which, as we all know, is very tough to rally back from. From there, we head a little further north up to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Falcons trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. The Chiefs trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Gannon over the middle, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Gannon got his man complete over the middle. It's Garner. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. On 1st and 10, Gannon. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
60 Pittsburgh.
Check, 59. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Gannon. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A gain there of 21 yards.
70.
This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Now Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Here's Manning to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Single.
Now Manning. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Manning. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. From the gun on 3rd down. Gannon. He's got a man. It's Williams. 25 yards that time.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ready.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Get.
4 yards on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
On 2nd down now. It's Garner. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
Let's get it.
18 Gator.
They'll run on 1st down. Garner. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. On second down, Kirby, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gannon. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Let's go. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
Coming this way, here we go.
Shoot.
Now Manning to try again after the pick 6. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Ready.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Tight end's right.
Ready.
Now Manning. That's a screen pass. That's complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing is Manning. Throws right side, and that's complete. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Manning to throw once more. Over the middle, complete. It's Rhodes. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. To give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Again, it's Manning. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw is Manning. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
18 Gator.
At 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. Pick it up.
Ready, go.
Pick it up.
Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Gannon got his man complete over the middle. That's Garner.
Here comes the ball.
Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Check, check, 59.
Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Gannon. Throw left side complete. It's Garner. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
On the double.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Get it. Ready.
Back to throw. Gannon. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Let's go.
A very good gain on first down. 9 yards on the dump off. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down now, Kirby. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to blow this final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On third down, Kearney. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
So the Colts now down by 15. And time, a huge factor. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Now, loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Hey, let's go, get set.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing on first down is Manning. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Another try after the first down sack. Manning. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 8 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Manning. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. So this one a victory for the Raiders. So for Oakland, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA.